Hello, my reading pals and my writing pals and all the beautiful, lovely pals in between. It's me, your girl, Xanna, and today I have a special announcement to make. I am so very happy to announce the Pal Place. Now you're probably wondering, Xanna, what the heck is the Pal Place? Let me tell you. The Pal Place is what I am calling my Patreon. You are all my pals, and I figured it'd be a really fun place to be pals, and so Pal Place. I have 6 tiers to the Pal Place and fun different things that I came up with for things to give you, for donating to me, because being a writer is really hard work and I want to keep doing these things, and right now how I'm doing it, it's just not going to be sustainable for much longer. So after being asked by some of you guys and talking it through with my family, my friends, my boyfriend, we came to the conclusion that Xanna, a Patreon wouldn't be a bad idea for those who want to support you, who are able to support you so that they can, because you love what you're doing, and in order to do the things that you love, you need help sometimes. You need that support, and that is what Patreon is about supporting the creators that you love so that they can keep doing the things that you love. So if you love watching my videos, or you love hearing me talk about tropes or writing, or watch me move along with my journey towards becoming a published author, then support is what I need. I am not saying you have to support me on Patreon whatsoever. That is an additional way that you can support me. The best way to support me is by liking and subscribing and ringing the bell and watching my videos, but I'm not gonna lie, support on Patreon would be pretty baller. I will be completely upfront, this makes me feel very awkward. I do not like things like this, but I know that I cannot realistically keep sustaining myself the way that I am going. I need help, and if I want to do the things I love, if I want to keep writing, if I want to publish my books, then I need support in some ways. So let me tell you about what the Pal Place is and what you get for being a pal and all the things, because I'm really excited about this, honestly. I'm excited to build a community, and I'm excited to get to know people more, and some of these tiers are like really fun and I'm really excited about them. So let's get right to it. Starting off, we have the $1 tier, and that makes you a pal. This is kind of like a general, here's something to show my support. It gets you access to exclusive Patreon content, so things like exclusive Patreon text chats and polls and things of the likes. Next up, we have the $5 tier, and that is the Chat Pal. This is what gets you introduction into the Patreon exclusive Discord server that I have built. I've never built a Discord server before, so this was lots of fun, and I'm excited to keep adding to it and building to it and making it a great place for us to talk about writing and reading and life and just be pals. I love being pals. I love having pals. Growing up, I did not have a lot of people that I could talk to with a lot of this stuff. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a very talkative person. I love talking. I love just engaging with people. It is so much fun, and I am just so excited to create a place that I wish I would have had growing up. I want to uplift people, and I want to help people become better writers, and I want people to have fun and have just a place where they feel like they belong. I want the place that I needed. So I'm making that place for the people that need it. And gosh darn it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make this place. It's gonna be amazing. The $10 tier makes you a stream pal. This gets you access to exclusive live streams where we'll do anything from Q&As to talking. Maybe we can even stream movies together or something like that. Movies that I pay for or that someone in the group pays for. I do not condone pirating movies whatsoever. Give money where money is due. But yes, we'll be doing all sorts of fun things, and it's generally something that the community is going to vote on. So if you guys want a Q&A about writing a specific way, or what I like reading, or my life, or just general things in the general things that's what we'll do. The $15 tier makes you a video pal. And what that is it gives you the ability to request videos for me to make here on YouTube, where you're watching this right now. Meta. You request a video, and if it is feasible for me to do it, I jot it down, I will make it, and then you get to watch it before it is put onto YouTube to the general public, provided that I am well enough to edit it in time. That is a fun little asterisk. I am chronically ill. I am physically disabled. There are days where I cannot do anything but lay in bed and be sad. So I always do my best to film a little ahead and edit ahead. And if I'm able to get a video edited and uploaded and ready for you guys, it will most definitely be readily available to you guys on Patreon. Even if it's just by a few hours, I hope to be able to get that for you guys in advance as a fun, special thing. Because that's the other thing that kind of kept me from making a Patreon soon, is that I want to make sure that I can like give you guys cool things. I want to make sure that you are getting your money's worth. Your money definitely is going to be put to use with me and making quality YouTube videos and making quality books and things like that for you guys, but I also want you guys to get a fun, cool perk with it. Next up is probably my favorite tier, that is the $25 tier, and that makes you a pen pal. And that is exactly what it sounds like. So there is one thing that I really, 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 really love, and it is writing letters. Guys, I love writing letters. I love all things stationery and fun pens and washi tape and wax seals. Like, I've got one right here. I love wax sealing letters and washi taping letters. I also love stamps. I love stamps so much. And the really cool thing about becoming a pen pal is that it doesn't matter where you live, because global shipping for postage is like not expensive whatsoever. So I am more than happy to ship letters globally. Each month I will write you a letter, and you are more than welcome to write me a letter in return. If you choose to write me a letter in return, we will be corresponding via letter once a month, and it'll be really fun. If you do not wish to respond to letters either with a handwritten letter back to me, a typed letter back to me, an email, or an Instagram DM, I'll just send you a fun personalized letter every month. So you're still getting something even if you aren't sending me something in return. You will always get a letter from me. Have no worries. International ones may not get a wax seal. I don't really know how that plays internationally, and it probably wouldn't hold up. Through the States, I will probably try to wax seal. I know temperature makes that hard. I once had a wax seal melt in my car, and that was a fun thing. I had wax on my dashboard. That was really fun to get off. $25 tier makes you a pen pal. I'm really excited about that. I love letters. I love just interacting with people. Even though I'm an introvert, like, I recharge from being alone, but honestly, I love making connections and I love just being with people, and yeah, it makes me really excited. And the final tier, which again is probably one of my favorites, the $50 tier makes you a dungeon pal. One thing I haven't really touched on in my YouTube videos is that I love D&D. I love playing D&D. I love learning about D&D. I'm not the most knowledgeable about D&D, but I am learning and I am doing my best to get better at it. So what you get to do as a dungeon pal is that once a month or once every other month, depending on how people's schedules line up, we'll run a one-shot campaign together. Also within the Discord, we will have a dungeon pal chat where you can hang out with other people in that, and maybe from there you can find new people to add to your campaigns. Also, our own one-shots may grow into full-on campaigns. I'm not going to make any promises. The main promise with this is that there will be a one-shot once a month. However, that could turn into a long-term campaign. Not gonna make promises though. Also, if anyone in the Dungeon Pals wants to take a month to create a one-shot or learn a one-shot and then DM it for us, I would also be open to that. I think that'd be really cool to sometimes get to be the player. But yeah, for the most part, the one-shots will be picked by me or written by me and DM'd by me every month or every other month. Those are the tiers to my Patreon. I am really excited about it. I really want to make a really fun community with you guys. And again, I need help and I need support. There are lots of things that go into publishing a book, even if you're traditionally publishing. For those of you who don't know, I have a short collection coming out later this year. I am in the beta reader stage. I'm really excited about this collection. I've been working on it steadily as I've been working on my novels, and it just so happened that I got to the point where it was finished. And as I've been doing this and as I've been researching, I realized that there's just a lot that goes into it, and maybe I'll make a video about that soon, you know. I already knew that there was a lot going into publishing, and I had originally planned on self-publishing. For longtime viewers of my channel, you knew that I was planning on self-publishing. I kind of moved into the trad publishing world, and I've always planned on self-publishing my own short collections and whatnot, but it just so happened that all the pieces fell together perfectly. You know, thank God for that. You know, I'm so very grateful and so very blessed in that. But yeah, this collection is happening, and it can't happen without support. I hope that if you are able and that you'd like to, that you would become a patron of mine. I want to make sure that you guys are getting your money's worth. I think all of these things are very worth your money if you are able and willing to become a patron of mine if you want to help support me. The higher tiers are definitely things that I'm really excited about, but not that I'm going to push, because I understand that money is something that people need. And if you're going to give, if you're going to become a patron, I do want to make sure that you are able, that you are fully able to support in what you do. I don't even want to think about someone possibly supporting me when they themselves aren't necessarily in a great place to do so. Which is why, you know, I have a $1 tier and I have a $5 tier, and those things I think still get you some really cool things. Anywho, this video is going on longer than needed. I got really excited talking about letters. I really love letters, guys. And I would also like to point out, you know, again, these funds are going towards things like my YouTube and future books, but eventually I'd also love to like open up a shop where maybe I can have some cool designs that I make to go on like a sweatshirt or something. Or I came up with this idea with a friend of like those like really beautiful glass pens with like beautiful ink. I think things like that would be absolutely amazing. I don't like very like really branded merch, but just like really fun, useful things. I am all about useful things, yo. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm going to stop rambling. I ramble when I'm awkward. I ramble when I'm nervous. I ramble when I'm excited. I just tap, 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 tap. That's me. I'm also really tired because this is my third time filming this video because the previous 2 times that my video footage got destroyed, and it's like 12:08 and this video is going up in 12.5 hours, so I'm really tired. Anywho, my name is Xanna. I'm a writer here on the YouTubes where I upload videos once a week about fun bookish and writing related content. You can also find me on all of my socials. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at XannasBooks. You can also find me on TikTok, talking all things D&D and eventually fanfiction at WitchDrXanna. I also have this Patreon that this video is announcing, that is patreon.com/XannasBooks. If you're able to give, I would love it. It's not something I am ever going to push though. Know that this video is probably going to be the only video where I actually talk about it. I'll probably mention it at the end of my other videos, but this is it. Like, I'm bye!